is where we've come from. And this is where we're going. And you can see the road goes up and way, way, way out into the middle of nowhere, Nevada.
Okay, so from where we were, we have driven 60 plus miles, all on back roads, to get to this location. And unfortunately, it's another bust. There are a few buildings. We'll input the pictures now. So from way over there is where we've just come along the mountain. And the whole time in the distance, we saw this site. And we were so excited. Thought the chances might be slim to none we could get into it, but we found this little road and it leads right to the base of it. So like, wow, we're going to be spending all day exploring this. Until we found that. Bummer.
And once again, another nugget to explore. But unfortunately, as you can see, barbed wire. Danger, unsafe mine, stay out. Stay alive. And lastly, private property, no trespassing. So this little nugget will have to be left alone. Another bust. So that is the road we're going on. What do you think?
I think I like this one. It's compared to what we've been on this morning, this is really smooth. Arrow straight. You can see exactly where we're headed.
And where are we heading?
Well, over there, to the end of the road.
Whoa, that was a bit bumpy. Ooh. Look, no hands.
Well, this looks really glamorous. What are we up to now?
Tonto's getting a bath.
Or maybe not. Have you ever used one of those before?
Oh! I put 10 in, I got 20 back. Thank you,
Thanks,
Universe.
So it's not a change machine, that's an ATM. Glad we got that on camera.
And you said, have I ever used one of these machines before? I bet you never saw that one.
Nope. final touch. Make sure we can see where we're going. So that's Tonto, all nice and clean.
And now it's our turn.
Look at that gorgeous scenery. So we've been on these back roads for a while now. Some of you may know where we are. The attraction we've come to see and document is right there behind this fence. The thing about it though is this is another bust. And we'll show you why in a minute. But we were told there's documentation online that says one part of this is private, you're not allowed to go there. The rest of it you are allowed to walk around. And we've seen that on several sites. People have said the same thing. But the whole area is fenced off, gated off, padlocked with large no trespassing private property signs. There it is, no trespassing, gate shut, padlocked. Private property.
Yeah, this is Moores Station. It's an 1875 stagecoach stop, the Belmont-Tybo-Eureka line. And the Moores brothers in the 1880s actually established a ranch here and planted fruit trees. And it was the first ever orchard in the state of Nevada. Fun fact. Unfortunately, as Stephen said, we can't get in. And then we get to this. That's the road we want, straight up ahead. And this is what it is. So how do we get from here to over there?
Okay, so we made the trek up to Keystone Ghost Town, and this is pretty much all that's left. There is one more little cabin we'll show you, but this is all that remains. So it's kind of a bust in that aspect that there's only two structures that you can tell what they were. The rest there's just piles of rocks in the ground. But still, one thing that is fascinating about these places is here you can see the chop marks of the axe to create that beam. And I know a lot of the places we go to, we've kind of mentioned it before, the miners' cabins. A lot of them, that's why it's so cool to see them still standing, because they were hastily built because miners were only in an area long enough to get some profits from the ore until the mine ran out or whatever, and then they moved on to the next place. So there wasn't a lot of thought that went into where they were staying. But a place like this, you can imagine they had to find the timber, chop it down, cut it to shape, these stones, hand place all of these stones. It took a lot of thought, a lot of work, a lot of memories in here. And that's what makes these places a little bit sad, to see them in this kind of state. Because whoever built it did put a lot of time, effort, and love into it. And they breathed life in here one time. And now it's just empty. One more beautiful and surprising aspect of this ghost town, way out in the desert up in the mountains, is the natural spring. So the source has got to be from coming up in here.
You can just see it dripping through, and it's amazing 'cause it's just drip, 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 but look at the amount of water that's actually coming down.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
And it's also coming out of here, under this rock. Just under the rock. You can see it dripping.
Yeah.
Pretty, isn't it?
It is.
Bit smelly because of the cow poop.
The cows definitely love this area. And then that last little cabin is just right over there. And to look inside the last cabin, you can see the walls, and roof are completely gone. And then we'll walk around the outside here and follow Andrea in. So there's the other wall. You can just see the base of it, the rocks. And then
Bullet holes.
yeah. Look at the size of the timber in the center there.
So this would have been, what, a root cellar?
Or a
There's-
continuation. It's kind of
But there's no windows.
maybe there was at one point. Let's see how much earth is
Well, we're
washed in here.
right in the middle of a wash as well.
Yeah. Well, because then it seems like the cold storage room would have been bigger than the main living quarters. I guess that's possible if they were storing up for wintertime. But then a look up over the roof. As you can see, we're high up in the mountains again. We have made it to a notoriously haunted mine. We have no idea why it's got those reports, but you can see the entrance does look quite creepy. And I'll show you why even more when I get closer. And then, as you can see now as well, we're not going to be able to go inside today because they have gated it off completely. So this technically is a bust. But I'll show you, there have been several channels that we've seen that have been here. TVR, he came at night, checked it out. But another thing, what makes this mine so creepy, it does have a creepy look to it, but you see the back there. All the fencing they put in place, but all the rocks that are now falling onto it and pulling it off the back. You can see the amount of rust. Like that too. So that's what gives me the heebie-jeebies about this mine. But look at that view. So we hiked up to that ore bin that we showed you in the last video. See, it goes, the rail just goes out. They would have dumped it off. There's a grizzly over here on the left side. And we follow the rails back. See, there's some that go off that direction too. To a portal. Front here's got some water in it. Not too flooded. I'll just walk back just a few feet to show you of something that we're going to need to plan on getting and need some help from you all. You see there's some shelves and stuff back here. But as I get up here just a little bit past the water line, you see our torches are not very good. But you can see the water continues all throughout. The rail starts to disappear the further back you get. So we need to know what is a really good, powerful, but also cost-effective flashlight we can use.
And lightweight.
Lightweight would be helpful too.
But it's strange that they've not gated this one.
It is. Maybe it just doesn't
Doesn't go back very far.
go back that far, and you can tell by the back. This one is more solid.
Hasn't stopped them before though.
No, that is true. Alright, just taking my time. Don't step in the yucky water.
But as you go back in there, it's very stale.
Yeah.
The air's stale.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no airflow.
There is no, it was very still in there.
I noticed there's a little building up here as well, so I want to check that out.
Alright. Okay, I don't think that this is a portal, is it?
No, I think it's a dynamite explosives container where they used to contain it. Because they've built it up off the ground.
Yeah, you can see that.
And there's also a little air vent in the corner.
Yeah.
So apart from that,
All cleared out.
all cleared out, nothing of interest.
So, we've been driving for how many miles has it been?
About 130
Mm-hmm.
to get to the Sage Ghost Town in Wyoming.
Right.
It's on loads of websites. It's even signposted from the towns. And now we've got here, we can't get in.
There's a locked gate, which also says posted.
And keep out, keep out.
And they keep outside on the right. Here is the town over here. Or what's left of it anyways.
I was looking forward to exploring this place. Not a lot is known about it,
Yeah, so close.
yet so far.
So this one is
Bust!